Hi guys, today I'm again in the office of Beyond. It's a sister company of Omniat. Next to me, Archie, she's director of sales. And the reason we're here, they're launching the new building in Maritime City in part of their beautiful master development.
Yes.
Archie, thank you so much for having us.
You're most welcome, my pleasure.
Please, in this video, let's briefly remind people about Maritime City, about your master development, and then we speak about the latest launch.
Yeah, of course. So, welcome everyone. First of all, welcome to the office. Basically, what we're discussing is the community that we're coming up with in the tip of the island of Maritime City. So, what we have here is the community is basically divided in two phases. We have the forest district, which is on the back side, and of course we have the Bay District, which is the water side of the community. In the Bay area, we are coming up with 10 buildings, which we have already launched. The first one, Ori's Tower, Sensia Tower, and the Mural Tower. On the forest side section, this is actually our first building coming up, which is the Talea Tower. It's exactly located on the beginning of the forest district over here with a plot size of 9,470 square meter. And the building is actually positioned in a way, Vitalii, as you know, whatever projects that we have launched so far, we have actually positioned the building on a plot in a direction that every single angle of every type of a unit would get a proper view from every single side. So the way that we have positioned this part, we are basically respectfully putting a distance between these two buildings for every single unit on the Bay area to have a proper water view. Now from the other side, you will have a beautiful forest view, which is giving you the Baliness vibes, basically, with the greenery amount that it's having. And of course, from the other section, you will have the Dubai World Island view and the Dubai skyline view with an unobstructed buildings, anything coming here. So on the Bay section, over here, we have the lagoon area. We do have another swimming pool area, which is exactly inside the sea. It's going to be netted all around. We do have a waves pool, which is kind of a water sport activities, jet ski, yacht spaces, the yacht parkings. And another important factor, below these buildings, we are having F&Bs. So the selling point about this project is that we are not selling these, we are renting them in order to have a quality quality control on the businesses that are opening. Every single building will hold a unique amenity, which the other one will not have, so all of them are unique by their own terms. Every single building is designed by a unique architecture, so we are doing collaboration with HBA, with DWP. We have the La Casa project, the La Casa architecture, which is coming on the Talea project, and the Bergman design house, which is actually doing the interior design of this building. Success stories that we have on Sensia and on Mural is Sensia has won the iconic waterfront project of the year, and Mural has actually, this was last week, and Mural has won the luxury residential project of the year. So we have, it's an award-winning building, basically. And when we actually wanted to come up with the concept of this project, we needed to come up with something unique that Dubai hasn't seen. And this is the largest forest living project, which is a blend of a forest and a seafront living in Dubai, I would say, which you have around 55,000 square meters of a forest area in the other section. So the building, the way it's positioned, it's on the first plot of the forest, and of course we are having another plots which are going to blend them together. But the way that they are positioned, if you can follow me. Yes, of course.
Later we go to the model of the building.
Sure.
So the podium will be connected directly to the forest. So you go from the podium, you go to the forest, basically.
Exactly. So basically these bridges that you see, these are basically connecting the building into the forest. One important factor is you do not need to get into your car to go to the Bay area. With the bridges and the pedestrian walkways that we have created.
So basically all of that amenities, the beach is available to all of the residents and of these buildings as well.
Correct.
We will have here 4 buildings in the future.
We are going to have 4 plots. The first plot, which is exactly on the edge, this is on the beginning. We call this the golden circle of the master community of Omniat Group. So it's actually located on the golden circle at this section.
Yeah, and also maybe you can mention, so Beyond, it's a part of Omniat Group.
Yes.
Omniat itself will be developing like a
Yes.
Also, so maybe you can mention
Group,
something about that.
Of course. Omniat Group is a group company now.
Yeah.
So we have under the Omniat Group the Omniat Development, and we have the Beyond Development. Omniat Development, they focus on the ultra luxury sector of the market.
Yeah.
In Beyond Development, we look into the luxury sector, but one of the philosophies that we have is to be the first in class in every class that we address. So when it comes to quality, when it comes to the level height of the buildings, like the ceiling to floor height, we are going beyond the market expectations. We are coming up with a floor to ceiling height of 3.2 up to 3.4 meters. And we are having full kitchen appliances, very high-end finishes, and especially collaborating. I always say behind the success story of a developer, it's not only the developer itself, it's the team that is basically handling these beautiful projects in the developer. So of course, like having Desert Inc. being our partner in the landscaping with the marvelous works that they have done in Dubai, such as the Dubai Design District, this is, giving us the power to show people what we are coming up with, what our profile looks like, of course, with the history that Omniat has created.
The track record for Omniat, what they delivered, all of their projects is
Absolutely.
at top notch and one of the highest quality levels.
We create landmarks in Dubai, I always say. Yeah. So again, it's one of the unique projects in Dubai, and we all know unique sells better, rents better, gives you a better ROI, ROE, ticks all the boxes.
And it's waterfront, and forest. So very forest meets the ocean you mentioned.
Exactly.
Okay,
it blends into the ocean front, basically.
Okay, I think now let's go to the building and we talk more about details, prices,
of course,
sizes, payment plan.
Definitely. Thank you.
Okay, Talea.
Yes, so now we are in front of Talea. Now, as you can see, this is basically the entrance of the Talea Tower, okay? The way that the building is positioned is standing on a direction, this is the bay area, basically. So the building is positioned in a way with a respectful spacing between the two front towers to give view from both angles, both sides of over here. So over here, we have one bedroom series, 2 units of 1 bedroom at this side, which we call it from the 5th floor up to the 37th floor unit. You have unit number 5 and 6. At this angle, we have 1 unit of a 1 bedroom over here, which is unit number 8, which is facing the forest with a partial view of the sea. All the 4 angles of the tower from the 5th floor up to the 37th floor are 2 bedrooms. So you have a combination of 1 and 2 bedrooms. In every floor, you have 6 1 bedrooms and 4 2 bedrooms. Now, moving on here, again, we mentioned the 4 angles are the 2 bedrooms. Over here, you have 2 series of 1 bedrooms. Again, you have unit number 1 and 10 at this section, and then 2 bedroom at this side. Again, this tower, in the middle you will have 1 bedrooms and again 2 bedrooms. Now, starting from the 38th floor up to the 42nd floor, you have a mixture of 3 and 2 bedrooms, where the 3 bedrooms are located on the corner of the tower, and the middle you have in these 2 sides, and the front and the back, you have the 2 bedroom units. The difference of these 2 bedrooms on the top with the ones from the 5th up to the 37 level is that they come with a maid's room. Okay. So again, every single angle over here, you have a beautiful skyline view, which is unobstructed. From this angle of the tower, you have the World Island view. From the front side of the tower, you have the beautiful cove view area. These corners and these sides, they come with a full forest view. One of the important things, Vitalii, looking into this building is the amenities section. We try to create something very different in every single building that we come up with. So basically, these parts are amenities that they look like a pod and they act like a pillar of the building, which are double-heighted. So you have the gym area, you have the Wonder World for the kids, which is the kids playing area. You have the co-working space, and you also get the family lounge, like for the adults to like play billiard, they watch TV and all. When we come outside, we have a beautiful, well-designed cater level swimming pool, which you have a beautiful lounge of a waterfall underneath. Yes, it actually gives you the impression of raining, a rainy day. And over here, you will see the trail that takes you all over from the forest to the bay area. One important factor looking into this, these are the podium levels, right? The ground floor is double-heighted because of the lobby. You have 3 levels of podium. Now, these 3 levels of podium, again, the amenities level is double-height ceiling. So basically, being on the 5th level gives you the impression of being on the 7th level. And we have covered all the podium level with a greenery area that will actually be like moving from a hill up to the seafront from
Wow.
up. So we have covered all these spaces. Now the rest of the towers that are coming, they're also going to be positioned in a way, in an angle that will not block the views
views.
from this section. View is our #1 goal in this project.
Yeah, that's a good thing when the master developer, you build in all of the buildings, so you position them in the right way to maximize the view.
Exactly.
So one building is not blocking the view for another building, and that's a good point.
View is the #1 thing in Dubai. First, location, location,
Yes,
location, and then of course you get the beautiful view that you have.
Great.
So yeah, these are the podium levels. You have 3 levels of podium section. You have the amenity section, and the entrance level, you get basically from the forest zone, you have an entry from this walking trail, and you have the grand lobby, which is located in the boulevard in this side, which is for the residences.
Okay, great. And now I think give us some numbers. What are the starting prices, sizes, payment plan, handover,
Yeah, sure.
and
So we have one type of a layout when it comes to 1 bedrooms. We have 1 bedrooms at 757 square feet. They start at 2.2 million dirhams. We have 2 bedrooms. They are starting from 3.8 million dirhams, and we have 3 bedrooms starting at 5.5 million. We also have 4 penthouses on the 43rd and 44th level. It's a duplex. It's basically the standing point is 43rd level. They're duplexes that they are starting from price as per request.
Okay, price and request, yeah. And talking about the sizes, what is the starting sizes?
So the starting sizes for the penthouses, they start at 4,000 plus square feet, 4,000 like around 700 square feet. And yeah, the 3 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms, like we have the sizes of 1,000, depends because we have a with made and without made. So in the range of average of 1,400, 1,500 square feet. And then the 3 bedrooms are in the range of like 1,700 to 800 square feet.
One bed starting from around 750, right?
1 bed 757 exact.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. Payment plan, the great payment plan, 50-50 to...
Beautiful payment plan, which I would say by far this is one of the most interesting payment plans in a waterfront project that I haven't seen in the market. We offer a 50-50 payment plan where you pay 10% down payment plus the 4% DLD, another 10% after a month, and then basically every 6 months you pay around 5%. On the completion time, this tower, which will be first quarter of 2029, you pay the rest of the 50%.
Okay, that's great. So basically, around 4 years you have to pay 50%, and 50. So if you decide to resell it before handover, so you can maximize your return on equity because you're paying only 50%. Another option, you can finance it with the bank the last payment. So it's a good option, and it's competitive because other developers usually they give 80 during construction, 20 on handover. So it gives you
most
advantage.
waterfront projects in Dubai are like 80-20, 90-10, I would say. So this is one of, and again, being a unique project in the market, this is something that sells out. Every single building, one important factor is our number of units in building are very limited. That's why we sell out the same day that we launch. So the first 2 towers that we launched, like Orise, the 2 buildings together had a total of 520 units. Sensia, again, average of 250 units. Mural had 265 units. So they're all basically 250, 265, 270. This one, we have 354 units and it's 44-story building.
Great.
So very unique project, highly appreciated in the future. And what is unique in Dubai sells good.
Great,
End
great.
of the day.
Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you, Vitalii. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for watching. If you'd like to receive more information about the project, the brochure, the floor plans, you can contact me. My contact details on the screen. I'll be glad to share you all the information. We can schedule a meeting in developer's office. If you're international, we can do a Zoom call, and we're here to help you. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in my next video.